Work?
I don't know. So that's what's really hard. I have my AirPods. So what I'm gonna do. Can anyone see me? Hello? Welcome.
How can you tell?
Nope. I don't know how to make that go away. We're doing great. Oh, thanks to Google.
Wait, are we on there?
Yeah, we're live. Oh, hey!
Woo!
What's up? Hey, Trev. How you doing, you sexy man beast? How are you feeling? Hopefully you're getting better over the COVID, bro. Oh, man. So, guys, I am... Okay. I feel good about the audio. Yes, awesome. Good deal. So, this is Mrs. Hot Buttery Rolls. This is my beautiful wife, Amanda. This is her first time to stream with me. She's been begging to because she sees Sam and Bobby and Carrie and Michael, and she's been super jealous. She's like, why don't you love me enough to put me on your stupid whiskey show? So, yeah, here she is. This is my gorgeous wife. Glad she's here. Oh, snap. Okay. All right. Yeah. No worries, Trev. Man, I hope you're feeling better, bro. Hey, what's up, AJ? Yes, so I still don't know how people do this with the chat and with their camera. So I'm going to do something different and hope to keep up with you guys. Yeah, Josh, the party is definitely continuing. So I'm going to get into a little bit of a Weller Antique. I don't know if we lost the stream or if we just lost the chat. So anyways, what are you drinking, honey?
I just finished the Blood Oath.
This is the Blood Oath that.
Yeah.
Blood Oath Pack 6.
Blood Oath Pack 6 bourbon whiskey finished in cognac barrels.
We just shot a very creepy review of 2 Blood Oaths. So it was not that creepy. It was actually just more educational and fun than creepy, but we had a good time. Yeah.
And it doesn't taste like blood. I was a little disappointed.
Yeah. Hey, Julie Like says hello, Mrs. HBR. Trev says welcome, Mrs. HBR.
Aw,
yeah.
Sweet. So this is one of my new favorites. Super smooth, great from start to finish. Doesn't punch you in the tongue like some other things do.
She tried the rum finished Blood Oath and was not pleased. Super rye forward, very hot, and big, weird, aggressive rye notes across the middle palate.
Yep.
And she didn't love it. So there you go.
But I like this one.
Yeah, she likes this one. So now I just got to find another one because I imagine it'll probably disappear pretty quick. Hey, what's up, Richie Z? Oh, man. Yeah, so Weller 107, I don't know why I'm nosing it so hard, except that it's just freaking fantastic. I love it. And even after drinking some pretty expensive whiskeys, we had Blood Oath Pack 5 and Pack 6, and I think those were around $110, $120 a piece. Mm-hmm. This is it used to be a $35 bottle. Now it's about $55, and it stomps it into the ground. It's just really good. I'm trying to not contribute to the Weller hype by hyping up Weller. I'm doing great. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Whiskey Tornado?
You're not doing great.
I'm not doing great.
No, you're hyping up the Weller way too much.
I'm doing so badly.
I'm gonna get him pom-poms so he and a shirt that has a big W on it. No, one of those real tight sweaters, cheerleader sweaters with pom-poms.
I already have one. I mean, I've had it hidden. It's in the back of the closet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the big Weller W across the chest, and it's a bare midriff. So in order to keep from getting you pregnant, I just don't wear it.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'd see it and get pregnant.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people get pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's by kissing.
It's by kissing. Mm-hmm. That's what we tell our 14-year-old daughter, is that kissing leads to being pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She doesn't believe us.
She doesn't believe us.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Nah, Dan, you're exactly right, man. Dan, if I was built like you, I'd wear bare midriffs all the time. I've seen you and Julie's Facebook photos. You guys are pretty people. You're good looking folks. Yeah. Yeah, Dan, I was actually gonna design a shirt that says you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning on the back, and have my little barrel head logo on the chest. So once I get that sorted and figure out a good source for them, I will get those rolling.
There you go.
Richie Z, that's a great choice, man. Freaking Smoke Wagon's amazing. Starbucks and Balcones. Which one is more acidic? Is my question. Which one is more aggressive to the mouth? Oh yeah.
Cool.
Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. So I actually found 3 Cowboy Bourbons this week on a shelf. So if anybody's looking for some in your part of the country and can't find it, shoot me a DM on Instagram and I will get you one and ship it to you. They're at Texas Retail, which is not cheap, but they're at a really good local store, and the lady was asking me for help trying to move them. They're great whiskey. I just don't need any more.
Oh.
Yeah. I love it. Good call. Yeah, Dan, I actually outkicked my coverage pretty far, so I totally get that, bro.
What does that mean?
Stanley Wagner, I'm not sure which ancient age that was we were talking about, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, Dre Mounted. It's really good whiskey. It just, I think at $200, that's a pretty high price point for people to swallow, especially if they've never had it before or don't just love Texas whiskey. Tony G. Yeah, man. Matt had a really good stream. He was kind of down on himself at the end. He's just such a great guy. I really want him to believe in himself. And, you know, if you guys get a chance, go jazz him up on his posts. Go jazz him up on his Instagram, on his Facebook. That guy is going to be, you know, he's already so impressive and successful and just such a great man. And he just doesn't believe like we believe, and he doesn't see what we see. So every chance you get to jazz up Matt, take it, and you know, go tell him he's going to do great, because he is. He's going to freaking kill it. He's going to do amazing. Yes, Julie. Dan is very pretty. He's a good-looking man. What's up, William Davilar? How you doing, man? Speaking of good-looking men. Yeah, I agree, Trev. Matt. He's already way above.
So do you know all these people that are commenting?
Yeah, pretty much. So,
yeah, okay.
You know, whenever you get like super frustrated because I'm listening to my whiskey show super loud, and you'll just go to bed, and I stay in the living room and listen to whiskey shows all night. That's where I know these people from. These are my internet friends. So,
hi, internet friends.
You're not drinking alone if you're drinking with your internet friends.
That is true, especially in the age of COVID.
Yes, that is absolutely true. So just pretend like these are my coworkers, and this is just a massive Zoom. Oh, man. William's sexy name. Davila. I think is that how Sean pronounces it? Davila. I actually met William and Trev in Austin this time last year, or in October of last year. So William and his wife were at the La Quinta, as was Trev, and we shared some cigars and shared some bourbons and ryes, and it was incredible, and I can't wait to go back and do it again as soon as possible.
The Bachelor's Ball stuff?
The Bachelor's Ball, yeah. Yeah, this year's virtual Bachelor's Ball was it was the best that they could do with the resources they had, and it just wasn't the same to me. I was very, very, very crushed. I didn't get to see my homies. Cheers, Mike. Welcome. Yeah, barrel proof barbell. La Quinta. Hey, Barrel Proof Barbell, I emailed you a link, bud. So if you want to join us in the show, you're welcome to, man. Yeah. Michelle. I can't believe I couldn't think of Michelle. Michelle Devilar is his wife. So, yeah, I apologize. If Michelle's in the chat, I'm sorry. And if she's not in the chat, please don't tell your wife I forgot her name for a very short time.
You're adorable.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Stanley Wagner Jr. I think that it would be fun. Oh, man.
ADHD.
Matt, we just got done gassing you up, bro. You're a beast. You're a manimal. You're gonna freaking knock him dead. Also, you're my wife's favorite whiskey tuber. Although we did watch some shelf churn videos today, and those guys are freaking hilarious. They're not as funny as Matt, but they're freaking awesome. They're very funny. But no, every time I'm watching ADHD whiskey, my wife, Amanda, who's here with me, likes to watch with us. And
Hearts for Matt.
Yep. Oh, hearts for Matt. Yeah. She actually also is watched whenever your wife jumps on too. So
I'm also a big fan of ADHD.
yes, she also clearly, because she's married to me and I have crippling ADHD. Yep. Oh yeah. William, the patio is one of the best nights of my life, man. That was a blast. Yes. And she will be joining us next time for sure. Yeah. Shelf church can suck a dick. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. They might do that. It's 2020. I don't judge. If you want to do that, then you just go ahead, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh yeah, there's Chris. Chris is about to jump into the stream. I'm adding him now.
Hello, friends.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Cool.
All right, so I'm gonna.
How you guys doing?
Change this because
Oh,
now it's just my beautiful wife.
It's me.
There we
Now
go.
it's the coverage that you outkicked.
Yes. Hey, welcome. How
I'm
are
in
you,
the same
Chris?
boat. I'm in the same boat.
The outkicked coverage crew.
100%, dude. Look at my
Yeah,
Instagram
man.
and my Facebook. My wife is way hotter than I am.
I find that hard to believe, Chris, but she is a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good, man. How are you?
Doing well. It's frigid here in Northeast Ohio now. It's
Oof.
like when I came in, it was 36. So
That is cold. That is extremely cold.
Yeah,
It
it's-
is 55 in West Texas in the desert.
Is it really?
damn.
Yeah, so I mean that's shorts weather basically.
Oh, yeah.
Shorts weather, dude. Yeah.
I'm,
If it's above like 40 in Ohio, I'm wearing shorts. If
yeah,
it's
I'm rocking my
under
Baldy
40.
Speedo.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would pay money to see it a bald eagle speedo.
Well,
Mm.
be careful what you wish for because that may
Oh,
be a Patreon level. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Hands off,
Well,
hands off.
well,
It's off dance off.
Hands off, hands
whatever
off,
level that
hands
is,
off.
you let me know.
Yes. I'm in.
So
64
what's wrong
Idaho.
with you
Okay.
two fine people?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, William, I would have thought that it would have been colder in Idaho.
Yeah.
But hey, enjoy your balmy October well, hell are we? Yeah, we still got 48 minutes. Your pre-Halloween.
Pre-Halloween.
Yeah.
Pre-Halloween.
Pre-Halloween? Yes. Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it. The pre-Halloween.
Oh man. Hey, Chris, have you had your surgery yet?
I've not. I actually have it scheduled not this coming Thursday, but November 12th. So
10-4, man. Well, we will keep you in our thoughts and prayers. He's
yeah, they actually told me they said so I actually asked the doctors, I was like, so what's like the whole thing for the carpal tunnel surgery? And they were like, well, the surgery takes about 10 minutes. They're like, but your pre-surgery and you coming out of the anesthetic are going to take probably 4 hours, but the surgery itself is going to take about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
her boss
And I
just
was
had
like-
double carpal surgery on both hands.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I asked them, I said, can I get two at the same time? And they said, does your wife want to wipe your ass? And I said,
Yeah, no.
probably not.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Yeah,
well,
no.
then we'll do one at a time.
Yeah, my boss did one and then did the second one like 3 weeks later.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm doing. Is they're doing one and then they're doing the other one 2 weeks later. So, but I asked them, I was like, so what's the recovery time like? And they're like, about 2 weeks. I said, oh, okay. So you're saying that in 2 weeks I can go back to like benching 700, 800, 900 pounds? They're like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, can I get that in writing?
Really?
Can I just make sure? They're like, yeah, as soon as the stitches are out, you can go back to doing whatever you were right beforehand.
Wow, man,
So-
that's incredible. That's really
Yeah.
incredible.
So yeah,
Yeah. So I was
crossing fingers.
I was kind of mentioning Chris is a incredibly strong powerlifting champion and can literally bench press parts of cars, like
Oh, awesome.
the front end of a Hyundai. I mean, he's a manimal.
cool.
Yeah.
Like it.
So what do you guys have poured right now there,
So I'm sipping on some Weller
Mr. and
Antique.
Mrs. Britton?
Yeah, I'm sipping on some Weller Antique. And what did you have? What did you make yourself?
Well, I still have this, the last bit of the blood oath from earlier. And then,
So I actually, oh, sorry, what?
no, I have my Yoda cup because tonight is the first episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian. And
Yes. Oh my God, I love it.
What's in there,
I love
bourbon
your
lover?
wife so much
I'm
now.
not saying anything because I'll get made fun of.
Don't you ruin it.
with,
I haven't seen it yet.
Brown Schmoyle.
You can like suck it.
Thanks,
I
man.
haven't seen it yet, so don't you ruin it.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I love season 1. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Well,
Love the
I actually just
child.
stopped into my local grocery store there, and I found a Maker's 46 cask, which I have not seen in Ohio at all. And my grocery store had one bottle.
Nice, man. That's freaking
So
awesome. Yeah, that's one I have not come across down here yet.
that's what I'm gonna crack open.
I agree.
So you
with
guys are big Mandalorian fans?
We are.
Mhm.
We absolutely loved season 1. It was a blast.
Did you rewatch season 1 going into season 2, or did you kind of like remember everything?
Oh, good.
We're probably totally going to do that now. Now I know what to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I gotta,
Yeah,
I
'cause-
gotta edit a video and I can edit a video and watch The Mandalorian at the same time.
Because my wife and I, we actually picked it up, I think, right around like episode 5, and I think we binge watched pretty much all of it. So I think we're gonna go back through and rewatch it, and then watch in going into this like the one that just dropped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It's funny, these lights are LED, but I still get hot in them.
It's because you're smoking, babe.
Because I'm smoking hot, baby.
Smoking hot. Chris Britton, there are too many people that can pull off like a great head of hair and a great beard, and you do it both very well.
Thanks, man. That's it's actually Photoshop. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Like a magic marker.
I look like the alien from American Dad, Roger. But this is all, I have like green screen beard and hair.
Perfect. Perfect. He's got like a 7 head and like no hair.
Yeah. I actually do have I have a 7
Done.
head, but I just got a taste of the angles. I'm good.
Oh yeah. The lighting is getting there.
You just know how you look your best.
Oh, welcome, Ledoux08. Glad to have you in the chat. Josh Sullivan says, congrats on the cast strength there, Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm letting it air out, and I'm gonna try it out here in a second and see how it goes.
Nice, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting close to the end of this OWA, and I'm poorly prepared because I don't even know what's out here right now.
Oh, you got plenty. Find a
So,
bottle.
did you see my my latest post in the Bourbon Junkies page
Probably, but remind
asking
me.
about the best under 3-year-old bourbon that you have found?
Yes, I
And I believe
responded.
you posted 2.
Yeah,
And yeah, so I'm gonna bring that up because, like me, if I see something that's under 3 years and over $20, I'm gonna pass every time.
Sorry, AJ Lopez. That's
So like I was just asking to see like if there is anything out there that I'm missing out on? Like if there's something that's 3 years old and like $50 that's like a straight hitter that I'm missing out on. That's why I like asked that question.
Yeah.
And I know that you posted 2 that you had seen. So what are the 2 that you saw that were great under 3-year-old bourbons?
Yeah. So the first one is Old Hamer, Hamer, and it's a 2-year-old MGP cask strength. And I want to say I gave $28 for it. It was from Benny's, and it was cheap, young, and actually really tasty.
Has there ever been a bad MGP though?
Man, I struggle to think of one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like honestly, if you think about it, like, has there ever been a bad MGP where you're just like, oh, that MGP tastes like shit? Like,
yeah. No, I haven't had one, and I can tell you, man, the Old Hamer is the youngest MGP I've ever had, and even at 2 years, it still has a richness. It's got that sweet brown sugar flavor. It's got the nice citrus zest. I love it, and it was really cheap. So, yeah, it's hard to
$24 for a hitter is very good.
Yeah, and they do the their Hirsch line. The Hirsch line from MGP is also very young. It's really good.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
man, we're all over the place with viewers. We've been from like 15, we got up to size 28, and then down to 20, back up to 23. If you guys are here, thank you all so much for coming.
Yes, thank you.
This is crazy. My wife has been she's been begging me to go live with me for a long time. She watches Matt and Krista go, and she watches Michael and Carrie go. So she's like, "Hey, put me on your live stream. Let's go."
Dude, I told you. Everybody does the pregame. Nobody takes advantage of the postgame. No one.
Hey man,
no one does postgame stream.
Late show. Come on.
There we go. I have insomnia. You're in Texas. Boom. Done.
Yeah. So William Davilar, you're talking about the Old Hamer, I guess. I know it is a very high corn mash bill. It may be a corn whiskey, but it is freaking tasty, man. I will say too, I don't know if you guys saw the tater bottles come out from Big Red in Indiana, but like the Chugs, Max Profits, Tater Bait, all those different bottles, all those were very young MGP in all different mash bills, and I'm expecting to get all 9 of them any day. They've been detained by UPS, but I'm hoping to get them anytime now. And whenever I do, I'll do a young MGP taste off, because I want to say none of them are over 4 years old, Chris. So that would be a great opportunity to taste a bunch of young MGP at once.
Yeah, because for me, like if I see something in the store that's under 3 years and it's over $20, like I always revert back to like I can get a great bottled and bond, like Evan Williams, or even something like Ancient Age, which in Ohio we find all the time.
Yeah.
Like Ancient Age is 3 years old. It's 90 proof. It's the same mash bill as Blanton's. But the 175 in Ohio is $24.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a major corn whiskey.
Old Hamer.
That's hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 99% corn, 1% malted barley. And I'm guessing because it says corn whiskey and not bourbon, that it is aged in used oak, if I'm guessing.
So it's like a mellow corn then?
Yeah. But it is really rich. Thanks, baby.
But I've had mellow corn, and I think mellow corn is better than the half of like the craft bourbons on the market right now, and it's what, $10?
Yeah, $11 for a fifth of mellow corn. Yeah, man, it's the bartender's secret. It's freaking delicious. So
absolutely.
I'm going to go the opposite direction of 2 years old. This is a Sam Houston, Illinois release, 14-year-old bourbon, and I have been just absolutely loving this whiskey. And I need to shoot a review of it. Oh, okay, hell yeah! Now, which release?
I have the Tennessee 02.
Okay, this is the Illinois.
But mine is sealed. Mine is going to be the Birth of My Daughter bourbon.
Awesome, man.
Aww.
That's great.
because in February we're expecting our first.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a girl dad. So
Oh,
Dude, there's nothing better, man. There's nothing better.
I'll be picking your brain. Trust me.
First is MGP.
HBR is a great girl dad.
I'll be picking your brain about being a great girl dad.
Well, it's just a lot of nodding and understanding and just a whole lot of hugs. And when she's not looking, giving dirty looks to every boy that's around.
Oh, dude. Well, trust me. Have you seen me?
Yeah, dude. No, you are well equipped to be a girl dad.
The 5'8", 270-pound Army veteran. Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Yeah. You are. Yeah. Trev asked,
But-
what are your favorite ports?
My
Oh,
favorite.
yes.
So let's see, what have I liked?
How long has she been drinking for?
Angel's Envy Rye fan. I really, really liked what we had tonight. The
She
Blood
had the
Oak.
cognac finished Blood Oath, which
Blood
she really
Oak,
enjoyed.
Really, really good.
Yep. She likes Buffalo Trace.
That's what, packed what, 5?
6. The 5 wasn't
6.
as good. We had the 5 too,
Yeah.
and it was not as good.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 6 is good. I've been drinking Weller since college.
Yeah, she's a big
Oh,
Weller Special
God.
Reserve fan.
Classy. Classy. I love it.
So
Classy lassie.
No, most girls are like, I've been drinking Benchmark.
So,
Drinking Weller. You're
yeah, I mean that's
It's so good. Smell that. Yeah, she likes
I also love Chilton's.
she loves Chilton's, which is that's a West Texas cocktail. It's the juice of 2 lemons, a shot of vodka, and
What's
then
it called?
topped with- It's called a Chilton, and it's
A
the
Chilton?
juice of, the juice of 2
Oh,
lemons,
smells good.
a shot of vodka, and topped with club soda, and it is it's really, really crushable. It's really, really easy to drink fast.
well, that's one of those like you smash it, you're getting fucked up fast kind of thing.
Oh yeah. You can get
Yeah.
hurt real
Yeah,
quick.
you just down them.
Just accidentally.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, accidentally.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, it's exceptional. So this is a Kentucky bourbon that is 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's named after a guy from Texas, but it's also bottled in Kentucky. So
Oh yeah, because
I feel like that
There's
was
also a university named after Sam Houston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. You guys live in the state I want to live in.
Well, come on down, man. We're accepting everyone.
I was gonna talk my wife into it.
corn rye. Okay, it has a little bit of rye. I'm starting to get the whole rye thing.
Yeah, so this is
There's a lot of info on that bottle too.
There is. I love it. It's a really, really
Is the
transparent.
mash bill all the same?
I don't know. What are your numbers? So this one is
Mine's-
74.188.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it
That
level
leads me
4
to think
char?
that at least these two are the same.
American White Oak.
William says good choices.
I see that.
Yeah.
And what's that? A West
Is it-
Texas thing, a standard affair national cocktail. Is that Chilton's?
No, yeah, man. So AJ, the Chilton was invented in Lubbock. And it's funny, if you go to other parts of the country, some parts of the country know what a Chilton is. Some people don't. It's kind of like Tito's. Whenever Tito's first dropped, that was a Texas thing, and now it's worldwide. Tito's vodka is in,
Not blew up.
yeah. We saw Tito's in Ireland. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah, Tito's is now blown up, and there's what's the other one? The guy that founded Tito's with the guy that founded Tito's broke off like Deep Eddy or something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Stanley Wagner Jr. just asked if you had tried E.H. Taylor Small Batch, which she hasn't, but she has tried Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace store picks. So she
I
enjoyed
was gonna
both.
say, there's enough tubes back there to keep her interested.
Right. She never mind. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Big tube fan. Yikes.
Big-
I said it. I said it.
big
I
tube.
regret it immediately.
Mr. Chris Big Tube Britain.
Big tube Britain. So this is Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 1. It is bottled in bond, which means it's at least 44 years old, and it's 100 proof. So this
Did you
is
say
the same
44
mash
years old?
bill. This is the same mash bill. Yeah, 40 years
I
old.
like that.
Same mash bill as Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, George T. Stagg, Stagg Jr., and Benchmark, the Classy Lassie Benchmark.
Speaking of Benchmark, have you seen any of their new bottlings yet down there?
Hey, Ryan, are you serious that Tito's is MGP? AJ,
No
that's
way.
real? Holy shit balls.
Seriously?
Hey, Trev, love you, buddy. Sleep well. Feel better tomorrow. We'll see you mañana.
Oh,
Trevor, I can't see the comments, but it was good knowing that you were here.
Yeah, he was gonna fight his medication, his sleep medication, until he couldn't, and he said he's losing the battle. So yeah, man, sleep well, and we'll catch you mañana. What do you think? Give me your tasting notes. While she's thinking, I'm going to say that this Sam Houston, so oaky and rich. I mean, the finish goes for days. Like one of the longest finishing bourbons that I've had in a minute.
Have you had the Calumet 14 that everybody compares it to?
I haven't. So they're supposed to be sister whiskeys. They're supposed to be the same age from the same distillery.
Okay.
I guess different bottlers.
Because I've had the 12 on multiple occasions, and Calumet 12, I get a very strong, like, pink bubblegum note. No matter what I try, what bottle, it's always a very strong pink bubblegum note on the Calumet 12. And I didn't know if the Sam Houston or the Calumet 14 had that same thing.
So now that I'm looking for it, I can tell you that I don't get pink bubblegum at all.
Really?
No. I get sweet oak, but mostly oak. Just oak.
This one's mild, like a real, like which is great for me. Like there's no.
At 100 proof, it's unbelievably
There's
easy to
no
drink.
kick to it at all, like, which is great.
It's a very smooth one. I know people hate smooth, but it's a very easy drinking 100 proof.
Right. Yeah. I like.
For the E.H. Taylor.
AJ, you were offered a barrel proof. I'm assuming, by the way, you put offered that you didn't accept it. If that ever happens again, holler at your boy.
It's like let somebody know.
Oh man. Also, next time you're over to the house, we'll get you a pour of the small batch so you can see. It's certainly not as good as a single barrel, but it is really, really good and easy to drink for sure.
Yeah, this is like I
actually prefer the single or the small batch over the single barrel.
Nice. I think that the small batch is just really easy to drink. I absolutely love it.
It says it calls it like a sipping whiskey, which I could, I mean, you could just sip on it and you don't get punched.
she's getting punched. You keep sipping on it, you get punched.
Yeah.
But it's like
no, that's the problem with the easy drinking ones is you just keep drinking it and you're like, man, this is great, and then next thing you know, you're half a bottle down and ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, William Davlor. I think that's. I wouldn't be shocked if it's nationwide before too long, man. That's crazy that Tito's is MGP though. That makes me so happy.
Really?
That's what they're saying, man.
They say distilled in Austin, so I wonder how they do that. If they get like the distillate from MGP because they say it's like 10 times distilled. So they get the distillate from MGP and then distill it in Austin and then bottle it and sell it?
I think that AJ actually answered that question. Let me see.
I always wondered that about vodka, how they would say like 11 times distilled. Like, what do they do? Just keep redistilling it until they get like a product or what? Nope.
Ryan Parker must have said something that I can't see. I don't know if I have the comments on some kind of fucked up setting where I can't see Ryan's comment. But if I missed your comment, I'm sure I'm sorry, buddy. Tito's is MGP too. I'm so confused. Yeah, Tony G, Eagle Rare is the world's new best whiskey. So I hope that you guys all got it because it's going to be gone now. Okay, yeah. So Ryan Parker says that they do distill it again, and AJ says that's how they get away with calling it Texan. But yeah, okay. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to get a whole bunch of distillate and just lick the inside of the barrels, and it'll be Texan bourbon. So
what you need to do then is you need to buy a bunch of what's like the best like value bourbon that you can find in Texas.
Value bourbon? Man, I gotta go with Early Times Bottled and Bond.
Okay, perfect. So just buy a bunch, throw it in a bottle, or throw it in a barrel, and then charge like 10 times the amount and call it a craft Texas distilled.
So have you seen, I don't know how closely you follow the secondary markets, but have you seen the Stag Junior? They got aged in a honey barrel, and now they're selling each bottle for like $700.
Yes.
Yeah, that's ludicrous to me.
It's the same as the Belle Meade bottle. They took the Belle Meade, which, yes, but they did it at the distillery. But still, though, it's the same distillate, and it was aged in a honey barrel. But it was selling for ludicrous amounts of money.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I mean, I get it.
I don't care. Look, I will add honey into my bourbon if I can save myself $700. That's fine.
Yeah.
But they're shaking it up like cocktail.
And I'm working on my Stag collection. I've got every batch except for 1, 2, 3, and 9, I believe. And
Stag or Stag Junior?
Stag Junior. And so if I can make $750 a bottle, I might as well just throw the whole collection into a freaking barrel.
Just throw some honey in there.
Yeah.
Shake it up and you're like, hey, I got Stag honey. Done.
I'm kidding, by the way, guys. I don't encourage involvement or participation in the secondary market.
Secondary market is for witches.
It's for
warlocks.
Witches with a B.
You're going to get burned at the stake. You sell bourbon on the secondary market.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, Justin, we're pretty lucky, man. We, for whatever reason, we haven't seen a shortage of Early Times. There's actually a place.
We have, dude. It's dried up nothing in Ohio. Like I was shipping it out to people, hand delivering it to people.
Of course.
And now I can't even find it.
Yeah, there's a store 110 miles away from me that has it. If you buy it online, it's $19.99 a liter, and you can buy as much as you want.
What is it?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's an hour and a half drive done.
Yeah, hour and 35 minutes.
Is there a late time?
There's not a late time.
Late time.
Is Texas a state, like a state-run state, or no?
No, it is not. It is not. It is still 3-tier, so you still have manufacturer, distributor, retailer.
Okay.
But the state does not control the retailers. So
that's a blessing because you can find some dimes, but it's also a curse like Ohio. Like, yeah, you know that whenever you walk into a store, you're always going to pay a minimum for something, but all the rare stuff gets thrown into a state lottery, and you walk into a store, like, yeah, you might find something here and there, but it's nothing really that good.
Yeah. Well, and the crazy thing to me is I got a buddy that works in Ohio. He flies from Midland, Texas to Ohio. And if you get on the OHLQ website, you can see where all the bottles are.
Like, you can, but it's not, it's updated. Like it's not refreshed immediately. So it's refreshed like every 36 hours.
Yeah.
So you can see where they are, but you have to call before you go, because I've made that mistake myself. Like I've seen because for some reason the Masters Keeps in Ohio aren't a lottery item.
Yeah.
Which they're vastly superior to pretty much any lottery item. Like I would take a Masters Keep over most BTAC.
Yeah.
But BTAC goes to the lottery, the Masters Keeps gets like sent out. And I made the mistake of seeing like, oh my God, they have a Masters Keep in, and driving an hour away and not calling. And they were like, oh no, we sold our last one yesterday.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Well,
Aw.
and the thing that he's been finding and been going crazy over has been Weller Antique. So I didn't realize that Buffalo Trace just sent all the antique to Ohio, but he has literally come back with 6 cases, which what is that? 72 bottles of Weller Antique.
I would be on board with that if antique in Ohio wasn't $60.
Well, but here's the deal: he gets it there for 60. Folks down here want it at 100. I mean, he's not charging full
Right.
secondary, and he's still moving
Right.
a ton of
He
bottles.
still can get I get that, but like most of the stores that I've been to, they do 1 bottle per customer. That's it. They won't let you buy a case. They won't let you buy any more than that.
He went
To
into
me
a
personally,
he went into a
being-
grocery
being-
store and got 2 cases. Oh yeah, Maker's Cash.
I'll buy that for $39 over Weller Antique 107 all day.
Yeah, that's a tough one actually. I would have to do those back to back to be able to tell you honestly. I'd have to do them back to back blind to tell you.
Dude, I'll tell you what, this is fucking ridiculous. How
I
good
need
this
one.
is.
I gotta find one. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I see one, I will pick one up and I will hand deliver it to West Texas
Yeah, man. That'd be great.
for you. Yeah.
I'd appreciate that.
If I see one more, because I was just shopping for like groceries and like cat litter, and I walked through the aisle. I was like, oh, let's see what the grocery store has. I have never seen that in the state of Ohio ever.
Wow.
So if I see one again, I will hand deliver it to you.
That'd be great, man. I appreciate it. So William Gavilar says that he's been aging bottles of early times bottled and bond in a Balcones barrel. And that to me is going to be interesting. So Balcones uses small barrels. AJ is going to correct me because I'm sure I'm wrong. But I want to say that they are
They're a single malt, right?
So they have all kinds of different whiskeys. They do single malt,
Okay.
They do bourbon, they do high corn, they do, I mean, all kinds of stuff. They do rye. But I want to say, I'm probably wrong, but I want to say it's like a 25-gallon barrel. It's probably wrong. Maybe it's 5. But anyways, William, I'm very interested to see how that turns out, man. Because early times is already freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man. He says in Texas, you don't find Maker's Mark 46 cask. It finds you. Yeah, no, I mean, and AJ knows he hunts whiskey hard like I hunt whiskey hard.
Dude,
We
I
actually
hate
run into-
I hate Maker's Cask. I love.
Yeah. Yeah, regular Makers is okay.
It's
I drink
it's
the
it's a
shit out of it
mixer.
in college. I mean,
It's a
the way
mixer.
you drink Weller, that's why I drink Makers.
Yeah.
Makers
So
and Seven.
Mrs. Hot Buttery Rolls, was the sign behind you your idea?
That one?
Because I love it.
No, it was not my idea, but I approve
Oh.
of it.
I was at a
I
car
love it.
show.
Mhm,
I was at a car show in Austin, Texas,
mhm.
I
and
love it.
I was at this place. It was a vendor stand at the car show,
Mhm.
and it was these 2 ladies, and they're amazing. They're called Black.
Right.
They're called Black Liquor Store Studios.
Mhm.
They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. Black Liquor Studios. They make the most hilarious koozies for your beer. They make
Mhm.
amazing T-shirts, and they take these old paintings that they find
They
at
buy 'em
estate
from, like,
sales
Like
And-
garage sales and shit.
and work on them.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
That's like great stuff.
That's like a legit painting from the 40s or 50s that they did, hand painted words on. And I mean,
No,
this
they
was
hand painted it, and it looks amazing. It looks like it's part of the actual painting.
yeah, no, it's great. They have one that says like please don't have sex in the guest room, and they have another one that's like,
Like
"Please
I've
don't
seen
do
some of their
anything in the
paintings. Like
bathroom."
they look like they're actually part of the painting.
yeah,
It's-
they're great.
It's insane.
Yeah. But no, I found it at this car show and I fell in love with it. and it was way more money than I'd ever spent on a piece of art ever. And so I texted her with a picture of it, and I was like, "Can I please buy this?" And she was like, "Buy it right now." So we bought it and hung it up. This is our. We're actually.
That was the end of it.
This is our game room. The camera and the laptop are set up on the pool table, but yeah, that's right there in the game room.
If it's
Have you figured out your lighting situation? Do you still have all of your lights turned off in the room?
Yeah, all the lights are turned off in the room. I've got the thigh as a accent light,
Wait, this way.
and then I've got two big studio lights.
The
Actually,
Christmas story leg.
you guys let me know what's the best. So this is white light. This is warm light.
Ooh.
So now it looks like we have the jaundice, or at least like I do. And this is white light, which
No.
looks like we're
Ooh.
poltergeists or just got caught by
Oh,
the police.
jaundice. Jaundice is bad. Jaundice looks like you guys are like 1850.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we were previously, I think.
Mm-mm.
No? We're doing great.
Doing terrific.
So
We're doing great. Great it is.
I don't even remember where we were now. Hell yeah.
Mm.
America.
Now we're going orange. We're going
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
We're going
That's
Trump
right.
lighting.
There you go. I think that's where we were.
Cheetah.
It's hard to say. Like Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, man.
Go warm. AJ says go warm. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do one warm. We'll leave the other one. Oh, shit. I did both of them warm.
Woo.
Yeah, it's too much, probably. Just feels like a lot. I don't know. But this is something I shouldn't be dealing with on the live stream. Oh, geez.
Why not?
Yeah.
You're
Hey,
good.
man, welcome to the
Mine's
party, bro.
blurry as fucking. Here it is. You're good.
You look good, man. So the funny thing is I spent multiple hundreds of dollars on this setup, and yours looks like it's just a part of your house that you got for free. So you're doing great.
I actually have, if I can show you here, if I can undo this, my cell phone is actually sitting in
Instagram
a roll of
influencer-
duct tape,
Roll of duct tape.
and
Hell
it's
yeah.
leaning up against a bottle of humidifier solution,
That's fantastic, man.
Yes.
and then it's perched right in the middle, and then focusing right back on me.
I love it. I love it. That's great.
So yeah,
AJ says, today in the Hot Buttery Rolls bar, we fuck with the lighting instead of drink.
no,
Okay.
no, we drink.
Back to drinking.
We've been drinking for a while now.
So does Mrs. Brittany, does she enjoy cigars at all?
She does not, and I barely do. So
No. No.
I'm just now getting into cigars. I had a really delicious Rocky Patel 2 weekends ago. It was a Maduro wrapper, and I want to say it was Churchill size. It took like 2 hours to smoke the whole damn thing.
Do you know the number?
I
Was it-
don't.
Was it in
I should
1990?
It was a thick boy. I know that.
Oh, see, I love giant, like my favorite, and people hate it. People hate Gurkha brand, like up and down. But Gurkha for me is a hitter or a shitter. It's a 60-40 split. You either get a shitter or you get a hitter. But I know what line of the Gurkha brand is a hitter, and I know what line of the Gurkha brand is a shitter.
Yeah.
And for me, my favorite is they make a 7x70, a big fucking like giant thing. It's called a Sinister. It's a dark Maduro Sinister 7x70, and it is a fucking treat. It'll take about 2.5 hours to get through it, but it is great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I my favorite cigar, and I'm not very deep into them, is a Padron 1964. I also like the 1926, but the 1964.
Padrones are solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Padrones are solid, man. It's like a Davidoff. You can't go wrong. for like an Alec Bradley, you can't go wrong with an Alec Bradley. Like there are very few lines of cigars.
Bradley's.
What's that?
Alec and I really want to try some Alec Bradley cigars, man. I hear Dan and Sean.
Alec Bradley or Alec and Bradley?
Alec and Bradley. Sorry, man.
No, it's like two different things now.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey,
Justin, thanks for
shoot me your address.
Okay, we'll do, man. Justin Arledge,
I'll-
thank you for coming out. It was nice to have you, and I hope you get a good night's sleep, man.
Chris, shoot me your address and I'll shoot you a goodie basket.
I'm in. I'm 100% in.
Done.
So this is the
Done.
2020 Pinky's Liquor Eagle Rare, and I'm doing it back to back with the E.H. Taylor small batch just to see how close they are in flavor.
So
Jay,
what
what
you're
else?
going what, a 4-year? So they say what a Eagle Rare is, what, 4 to 6 year?
No, Eagle Rare is 10 years.
Oh, 10. But they don't purge the line, so it's technically a single barrel, but not, right?
Yeah, so it's a consecutive barrel. It's not a
Right.
It is not a batch, but it is not technically, because they don't purge the lines, it is not a single barrel. But the most it
Gotcha.
could be would be 2 barrels if you had the end of one and the beginning of another.
Correct.
That's, I guess, micro batch, mini batch, whatever.
So do you get a ton of red fruit on your Eagle Rare?
So I get a ton of purple fruit, actually. I get
Purple
like
fruit.
grape
Like
soda,
plums?
grape soda, like Bubblicious grape bubblegum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the Big League Chew?
Big League Chew, perfect example. Grape
Yeah.
Month.
Okay.
Yeah, I freaking love it. I love it. Mash Bill 1 is my jam, man.
So
Well,
you get like grape plum, just like a lot of like not like dark fruit, but like dark light fruit, if that makes sense.
like a white flesh dark fruit. Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like
grape.
a lighter dark fruit.
Yeah.
Like an apricot kind of thing, maybe.
I was with you at plum for sure. I don't know that I get apricot. Apricot to me is going to be more citrusy than this.
So I'm just tossing out like tasting notes because I
Yeah.
don't have it in front of me.
No, this is grape Kool-Aid to me. That real like artificial candy grape, but I love it.
Oh. Hey, random question. Out of left field, being from Texas, what are your thoughts on Treaty Oak? Our society in Florida has been doing a lot of picks with them.
Okay, James. So
Hmm.
I like Treaty Oak. I want to say,
Is that a
and again,
store?
AJ can help me with this. Treaty Oak is a distillery in Texas, and I want to say Ghost Hill. Is Ghost Hill one of the Treaty Oak offerings? If it is, that is really good whiskey. Yeah, Treaty Oak Ghost Hill. Yes, at cask strength. Yeah, so I don't feel like such an idiot, but yeah, it's really good, and it says MSRP is $43 at Total Wine. So for $43, I think it's a fantastic whiskey. It's actually probably one of my top 3 favorite Texas whiskeys, with Lone Elm and Iron Root.
So I guess now is as good a time as ever. Have you ever heard of Old Pogue in Kentucky?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Well, I went down to a powerlifting meet that I did earlier this month, and I stopped by a Total Wine store in Kentucky, and I was perusing their store pick wall, and up in the corner I saw a store pick of Old Pogue. Never heard of Old Pogue. It was $124.99. And the guy told me it's by far his favorite single barrel pick that they've had in the store.
Interesting.
It's a 6-year-old cast strength without chill filtering, 117.6 proof bottling.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
called
I
Port
love
of
the bottle.
Kentucky.
Yeah, so Port of Kentucky is one that I've not seen in person, but I've seen it flash across on Instagram and on the bourbon pages on Reddit. Everybody that I've heard of that's gotten one has spoken incredibly high of it. That was a really
Yeah.
good little chug there, buddy. What did you just kill?
Oh, that was the rest of my. Was the rest of my Maker's Cask 46.
Damn it! That you put that down like a bad dog.
So we're gonna try this out and see how it fares. It's been sitting up here for a month.
I don't know if you meant to say that on purpose, but he said it's a weeder out in Dripping Springs, just outside of Austin, in the hills have eyes. I think you meant to say in the hills outside of Austin, but
Hills have eyes. So people are killing people.
Some inbred sister cousin things going on out there.
Oh no, there's more than sister cousin things. There's more, like I'm gonna eat your face kind of things.
Yeah. The Hills Have Eyes was a terrifying film. I actually never
So you have seen Pogue pop up though? You have seen that pop up?
I haven't seen it in person, but it's such a neat bottle. It looks like somebody hand wrote it with a grease pencil.
Yeah, it's very, very old school.
Port of Kentucky.
Port of Kentucky.
Okay.
But it's spelled Kentucke.
Yeah. With Kentucky? Kentucky?
Oh man. That is a very weird nose. That's like a 4-grain nose on it.
Interesting. Gotta go Halloweeny. Yeah, come on.
Oh man. Anything else?
Has a good rate.
Oh,
Aged in
William
53-gallon char 4 white oak barrels for 6 years, hand bottled out, chill during
Oh,
cast strength.
Oh. Who's going on it?
Yep.
Wait,
70% corn, 30% malted rye. So that's probably where it's coming from. That malted rye is where that malted.
that's where that weird fourth grain flavor's going?
It's got a very, very malty nose. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, good night, AJ. Thanks for coming out, man. Hope to see you soon, brother. Well, this
I think anything over like 10% malted rye really takes over.
yeah. Malted mash bills have an interesting flavor to me. Oh,
It's almost
shit.
like a.
I don't know who's leaving. Whoever's leaving, I'll miss you and I love you.
I can't see the comments, so
It's all good, man. Yeah, it's just confusion at this point. Yeah. So what I can conclude from sipping on this Eagle Rare Store Pick is that I still absolutely love Eagle Rare Store Picks.
it's like a. You ever had like a old school like fountain drink?
Yeah. Like
Like
pure
a
cane.
malted fountain drink.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like that mixed with like a cherry cola kind of mix.
hell yeah.
And then you get that dusty corn aspect from. That's honestly, it's one of the most unique noses I've ever had.
That's cool, man.
So tell me, how do they malt stuff? Like, tell me about malting.
So malting means that the grain itself has
Mhm.
begun to sprout.
Okay.
So when you have grains,
I have no idea what. Yeah, I have no idea what he's.
barley,
Yes,
rye, wheat, corn,
Mhm.
once it leaves its dormant state and begins to sprout, that's where it starts malting, and you freeze it
Okay.
in that portion, and then you put it in the mash. So if it's malted, that means it had just begun to move to its next portion of life,
Uh-huh.
and it can completely change the congeners, which are the flavoring chemicals in a whiskey.
Did any of that make sense at all?
Totally made sense. I'm super impressed that you know this kind of shit.
Thanks, baby.
Like,
If only I could find a way to capitalize on this financially.
so I feel like now
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna pour a sample of this for you and ship it immediately.
Hell yeah. I'd love that, man. Thank you.
So
Yes.
we're changing Chris's name. He is now Hot Buttery Google instead of Hot Buttery Rolls.
Well,
Buttery rolls Wikipedia.
you can take the hot butter rolls out of the man, but you can't put the hot butter. Yeah, never mind.
I'll put them in there.
You can always put Hot Buttery Rolls in you.
You can.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, you're getting a sample of this, dude. I'll send you 2 samples, one for each of you.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
It's good, but it's fucking weird.
It's fucking weird. I like it.
Did get weird.
Same.
For a $125 bottle, it's very good, but it's also kind of like that, like what the Bourbon Junkies had on that Mizuneri cask, Angel's Envy, probably.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
Just a weird,
good, but just fucking weird.
yeah. Hey, Joshua
Like
Sullivan.
I've never heard of.
Joshua Sullivan, the Eagle Rare Store batch
Mhm.
beat the E.H. Taylor small batch. So the single barrel store pick beat the E.H. Taylor small batch, in my opinion.
I do love that bottle. Though. That bottle is
That's one.
Yeah, it's really freaking neat.
it's a cool looking
It kind of
bottle.
reminds me of the Sazerac rye, the way that they wrote on it.
It does. It looks old school, but dude, I'm telling you, man, it's good, but it's like there's just something about it that's like not normal, but like it's something like you're gonna keep coming back to it, kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. What was one
If
that
that
I
makes
had?
sense, I don't know.
Oh, I had Bib and Tucker. Have you had Bib and Tucker?
Mm-hmm.
So the Bib and Tucker to me was one of those where I couldn't tell if I.
That's a
Love
squat
it.
bottle with the
Yeah, it's got all the
The
crazy
cork and-
work on it, and the little
yeah,
the
it's
weird
got like the embossing out of the ass kind of thing.
Yes. Boxing out the ass. Yes. But no,
Damn.
the Bib and Tucker was one I couldn't decide if I loved it or just liked it, but I couldn't stop drinking it. Every time I would pour a glass, I had to go back for another glass to try to figure out what it was that was in the whiskey. It was just so complex. I had to keep going back to it.
That's how this is. This is how this is or was.
Which one's that? Oh, Clyde
The
Mays?
Clyde Mays 114.
114. Okay. Hell yeah.
Regular Clyde Mays is dog shit.
So I love
The
Clyde,
Clyde
Mays.
Mays. Yeah, but the Clyde Mays cat strength, dude. Every
Yeah.
time I go back to it, I get a different note, and like I keep coming back to it, and like it's apple juice and bourbon and
Dude,
like
I get
bananas and red fruit and
yeah. I'm in the same
Like
boat, man.
everything-
I'm happy about Clyde Mays.
everything I hate about bourbon, like I love about Clyde Mays.
Fair enough.
Like, but I keep going back to it, and for some reason, it's incredible.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, Dan White, the lurker. Welcome back, brother. Isn't Bib and Tucker MGP? So AJ, I don't know if Bib and
Everything's
Tucker.
MGP at this point.
I can tell you that the one that's age stated now, and it's old. It's like I want to say it's 12 or 14 years old. That one is Tennessee, so that's going to be Dickel. But
It's Dickel.
that's not the one I'm talking about. The young one, I don't know where it's sourced from. It could have been an MGP. I don't know. It was really good.
It's like when people try to tell me that they hate the smooth ambler. I'm like, you got to give it a second chance. I'm like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, smooth ambler used to be Dickel. Dickel is dog shit. I hate Dickel anything.
Yeah. Well,
And now they
It
switched
depends.
back to MGP.
yeah. I've had a couple
So it
of
was MGP, they went to Dickel, back to MGP, and I'm like, you got to give it a second chance. And they're like, well, how do you know? And I'm like, you got to turn the bottle around and see where it's from.
yeah. If it says Tennessee, I'm usually pretty leery of it. But I've had a couple of really good barrel picks that were like I have a 14-year-old barrel that's a Dickel
It's a Dickel
A
pick.
barrel bourbon.
Yeah, barrel bourbon, barrel with 2 L's. And
Right.
it's 14 years old, cask strength, and it is like shaved coconut to the max. No Flintstones vitamins. But that is
Right.
That is the exception,
It's not that irony like blood taste. Yes.
not like the orange Flintstones hate.
Right. And
Yeah.
I also I've had one Smooth Ambler that has been a Tennessee bottling that has been just phenomenal. But that was 5 years ago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dan Like says he's on the phone with Porter having a handy. Dan, don't put that in the chat, man. That's between you and Matt and the Lord.
Matt probably doesn't even know what's going on.
Double Dutch. Okay, Tim is on
So
a new
what is-
Russell pick. Hell yeah.
What does Mrs. Britton do for a living?
She works for the county. We'll leave it at that.
You can say what I do.
Oh, she works with the worst of our children. She's in juvenile probate.
Juvenile probate. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank God for you.
Yeah. Thank God for her and her love of these children. She does
Jesus
her best
Christ.
to rehabilitate these children. And I tell you what, man, she has a lot more patience and a lot more hope than I do because
That makes her a much more just genuine human being in my eyes to just know that like some of the stuff that she puts up with you be like, oh, she's a juvenile probate. No.
Oh yeah, no, it's the same thing.
Oh.
I mean, me and a 16-year-old kid with a gun are the same thing. We don't know how we got here, but we're having a fucking blast.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, we're having a great time.
Yep. AJ, don't even get me started on freaking Wathens or Sweeten's Cove. That's terrible.
Oh, Sweeten's Cove. God. Dude, I've tried to sample. It's dog shit.
Yeah, it's not good, man.
It's dog shit. I would rather go outside and drink my dog's piss than drink Sweeten's Cove.
Yeah. Hey, Joshua Sullivan, Blue Note 9 years. That's a Dickel? I didn't know that. Oh, hey, what's up, Julie? She's over there listening to the handies and the talk with ADHD.
Does anybody have any like questions at all? I can't see them, but does anybody have any questions?
I'm not seeing any questions. It's just
No, but evidently I'm a saint.
yeah. Aw.
You're a saint. You're a
That's
juvenile
what-
probation. You're a saint.
Children for a living.
Yeah.
That definitely makes me a
Yeah,
saint.
she's a saint. Lock 'em up.
My dad is a retired deputy sheriff. My mom is a retired U.S. Marshal. I'm retired federal law enforcement. Like, you're a saint.
Yeah, they're. It takes a special kind of person to be able to do that job, and I'm not that special kind of person, but I'm glad I know a couple. So.
Man, that's fucking weird, man. Dude, I'm definitely sending you 2 ounces of that. That's
Fair
that's
enough.
fucking weird.
You guys are killing me.
$125 good? No, but weird? Yes.
Fair enough.
Now I'm kind of pissed I opened it.
Oh man,
You guys like Old Pogue? Yeah.
I am on the Bourbon Brotherhood single barrel pick of Remus. So I got excited. We were talking about MGP, and I'm gonna get into it.
Remus is all MGP, right?
Sir?
I said Remus is all MGP, right?
Yes. So Remus is actually MGP's house brand. So it
Right.
is
So
actually-
they have the Rossville, which is their rye, and then Remus is their bourbon, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Also, 8 and Sand is also a
8 and Sand.
8 and Sand.
Right.
is an
Yeah,
MGP,
that's like
and
their lower
also-
proof.
And
Cool.
I think Hirsch is as well.
I'm not a fan of their 8 and Sand though. I am not.
Well, it's super young, so that might
Yeah.
be one.
Okay.
That might be one that you don't like, is as a young whiskey.
I do not like Agent Sand at all. So, Mr. Britton, what is your, if you were to go down right now, what is your number? Give me your top three under $25 bottles that you have on your shelf right now. What are your favorites?
On my shelf right now?
Under $25.
Buffalo Trace store picks. I got a couple of them for 25 even. So
I hate you because I don't
that's
get
not
those.
really fair.
I hate you.
That's not fair because retail on them is like $29.95. But I did get a couple for 25. So I will say if
You're
I
good.
could afford those, I would. But that being said, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond,
That's mine. That's one of mine.
Weller Special Reserves, $24.99,
Okay.
and Early Times Bottled and Bond, $20.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, I would say those three. A very, very close fourth place would be Old Granddad Bottled and Bond.
See, I would flop the special reserve with ancient age.
See, and I do have a bottle of Ancient Age, but I never think of it
On my end, because I never see special
I don't-
like Weller in Ohio. Yeah, we see it, but we don't see it.
yeah,
Ancient age, I could walk into the store anywhere and buy it.
yeah. Heaven Hill Green Label got a couple of votes real fast. I don't like Heaven Hill White Label. I don't know how different the Green Label is. I will say that the Heaven Hill
That's the 6-year. That's the 6-year 80 proof. So they had the 6-year bottle and bond, and then they discontinued it. And the Green Label is the 6-year 80 proof.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Top three
But
bourbons.
it's only available, I think, in Kentucky.
Top three bourbons actually worth the hunt. Go. Worth the hunt. Number one, Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. That is a whiskey that is huntable and worth the hunt.
Can't find it in Ohio.
Number two, I would say a Smoke Wagon Private Barrel.
Can't find it in Ohio.
Well, but I mean, if you hunt it and you find somebody to hand
I'm
deliver
just-
you,
I'm just kidding. Go.
we don't get that many in Texas either.
You give
and
your
then
3 and I'll give my 3.
Third that's worth the hunt. Oh man. I'm gonna say Old Carter. Old Carter bourbons and Old Carter Americans. I would say they are worth the hunt. It is an expensive hunt.
That's going for Texas, right?
That's going for that's just for me. That's just for Chris.
Okay. For my Chris, me, number one worth the hunt is any Master's Keep.
Ah shit. Yes.
If you see it, fucking buy it.
Yep.
Because
I
in
agree.
Ohio, it's not allocated for some weird reason, but it's high enough that most people won't buy it. So if
Yeah.
you see it, buy it.
Yeah.
Number two for me is going to be
That's those six
Bellmead
bottles.
Cast Strength.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Master's Keeper.
Okay, so
Bellmead Cast Strength. It's rare enough that if you see it, you buy it, but like it's rare enough that like you hear about it, but like you still see it in Ohio.
yeah.
And then for me personally, number 3 is going to be ECBP.
Oh, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof? Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
We move in
there's
different
stores that
directions.
get it in Ohio and there's stores that don't. So like I
Yeah.
can't give you like a what I would like hunt for and what I would see and stuff like that. Like I'm giving you like what I know I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's
Well, and AJ just put
it's
together
Master's Keep.
unicorns.
It's ECBP, and it's Bell Mead cast strength. Like
Yeah.
if you see it in Ohio, buy it
Yeah. I will say
because we don't get. I
one
don't
of
see
the easier
BTAC.
ways
I don't
to learn,
see.
if you're willing to jump on the internet and help yourself look, Smoke Wagon Uncut and Filtered is a really amazing $70 bottle.
Oh no! I poured that last time that we were on the stream, and I got extremely hammered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your first live stream, I got fucked up on.
It was some Chris on Chris violence. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was some Chris on I can't talk violence.
Oh man. Now I will say bottles not worth hunting. Top 3 for me.
Anything Booker's.
Well, yeah. Rock Hill Farms is not worth hunting.
I would say.
Weller 12 is not worth
pause?
hunting.
Can I pause you?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Anything Mash Bill 2 outside of Ancient Age, honestly.
So it goes into hype versus hunt. You can still get a Blanton's. You can still get a Hancock's to a certain
can't
extent.
in Ohio.
Okay. Well,
but you're paying $100 for it. Dude, I can get a 175 for $24.99 of Ancient Age in Ohio.
that's so crazy. So in Texas, they stopped bringing Ancient Age to Texas. It doesn't come here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ancient Age, man. It's the same mash bill, the same distillate, the same everything.
Now, is Ancient Age 10-year still, or is it just?
It's a 3-year. It's
Okay,
36 months.
It is age stated, but it's no longer the 10-year.
It's aged at least 36 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's.
Hey, Joshua Sullivan, send me a DM on Instagram if you really have the access to Cigar Blend Magnus.
Watch Bourbon Santa's.
I do watch Bourbon Santa. He's actually the place where I got. He's the place I got both of my cigar blends.
Did you see where he placed though the Ancient Age third?
Oh, you're talking about his Mash Bill 2 review. Yes, I did.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about
that's what I mean.
the cigar blend. Yeah.
No, dude, I have a fucking. I got a diamond anniversary and a Forgiven back here from Austin.
Dude,
That
Austin's
was
the
hand
best,
delivered.
dude. That's just great.
Hand delivered to me.
I think that's one of the things that I think that's one of the reasons he continues to find stuff is because there is such a thing as bourbon karma, and nobody helps people find stuff the way Austin does. He's incredible. He's just a great
For
dude.
sure. And if you guys are watching this for the Bourbon Junkies, dude, just answer the fucking questions, people.
Yeah, Joshua, it's at Hot Buttery Rolls. It's the same as my YouTube channel. Isn't Bell Mead Cast discontinued? James Buchanan, it is not discontinued. However, it is now being batched, and it is 108.3 proof, period. So the old Bell Mead cask strength used to come in individual proofs from the different batches that they did, ranging from 111 to 125, 126. So the ones that are over 125 proof are truly special. They are way different than the lower proof ones. And the new 108.3, I think, is it really cheapens the Bell Mead cask strength.
So what was the last question though that we were talking about? It was what, your favorite cheaps or your favorite?
I said the 3 that weren't worth hunting.
Weren't worth hunting. Okay. And you went with what?
I said Rock Hill Farms, Weller 12, and the third one would be, what's a bottle that I've looked real hard for and then was just like, meh. Man. Oh, Willet Purple Top Bourbons. And that's going to draw a lot of heat, but they're cinnamon bombs And I don't care for, I mean, if you like red hot candy or hot tamales candy, for sure, jump into them. I don't like it. I don't like it.
With the cinnamon
honey.
stuff. Cinnamon.
I'll
Yeah.
go
Give up.
anything Booker's. Sorry. It's $100 here in Ohio.
It's out of control
Nope.
now. At
Out of
65
control.
bucks, that is a great bourbon.
$60. That's when I first started drinking bourbon. Booker's was $59.99
Yeah. That's
all day.
I would buy it at $59.99. But now that it's over
I'll
90,
go
I'm not going to buy another bottle.
anything Booker's. I will go. Let's see. Anything. Let me take a look here real quick. I'll go anything, probably BTAC.
I love BTAC. I will tell you, I've worked really hard for all my BTAC, and I don't regret any of them.
But we don't see it here in Ohio. So hunting it is, you're going to pay ridiculous secondary here.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night, Julia. Thank you for coming and hanging out.
So we go
Soon.
Booker's, BTAC.
Julie and Dan Like are like the patron saints of Whiskey Tube. They help a lot of the channels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen their names.
Yeah. ADHD Whiskey, your favorite YouTuber, or yeah. He gets a bunch of help from Dan and Julie. They send him a lot of really, really rare stuff. Also, the junkies get a lot of really rare stuff from Dan and Julie. They're
Oh, cool.
incredibly kind, magnanimous folks, and Whiskey Tube is better because of them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, good folks. Country Ham was the only one worth it for the past 2 years. So, man, I'm trying to think. When was Front Porch?
Front
That
Porch,
might
I think, was 2017.
Yeah, so yeah, that's not inside of 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beaten Biscuits
I
was
think
terrible.
Front Porch, the last one I had was Big Man's Batch. I think it was like 2016.
We're talking about whiskey.
Okay.
But Booker's names are whiskey weird stuff.
Okay.
So Beaten Biscuits was terrible.
'Cause now I'm hungry.
Teresa's batch was terrible. Country Ham was pretty good. I did like Front Porch. I think that was probably my favorite. Yeah.
The last one I had was Big Man's Batch. I think that was like 2016.
Oh yeah, 2016-5.
Or Big Man Small Batch or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like the highest rated like Bookers of all time.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Excuse me. All right, AJ. I have not seen AJ. I have not seen Booker's at $79.99 anywhere. Grandma's
It's $90 in Ohio.
God damn it, AJ.
Guys, any questions? Let
Hey,
the questions roll.
Hey, Chris. AJ just said that his favorite is Grandma's Moist Batch. That's disgusting.
That sounds like a YouTube or a YouPorn preference.
Yeah. Tim Evans said if Elijah Craig Barrel Proof was that inconsistent, not sure why the Bookers fans like it that way. No, it's I don't know, man.
Well, ECBP is inconsistent, but it's also $59.99 and 12 years old. Your oldest batch of Bookers is 6.5, and it's 120 proof.
Yep, and it's $100, and it's
Right.
nowhere
As
near.
opposed to $69.99.
Yeah.
There's a big difference there.
Well, and I will tell you that the worst batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is still as good as the best batch of Bookers to me.
100%. 100%.
It's
That's why I have 5 bottles of Bookers, or not Bookers, ECBP back here in 1 bottle of the Bookers. just not good.
Jason Lamp asked, how much can you bench? And I think I'm probably right around 150, 160. But I think he's asking you, Chris, other Chris.
Raw or in a shirt?
You know what, man? I want to hear both because I want to hear you say raw as much as possible.
Raw is close to 500 pounds.
I just got hit.
Shirt is my best in a meet is 700. My best in training is 825.
God,
Wow.
I told you, you lift a Hyundai.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I'm super proud of you, man. Yeah, the most I ever benched in my life was 315. And that was a lot to me. I mean, just for a fat guy from West
Dude,
Texas.
that's a respectable bench. That's more than like 90% of the human beings walking this earth can bench is 315.
So this is her thigh or her leg. This is my forearm. So for scale, I have a very tiny wife.
Be nice to me.
I just noticed because I was holding my glass up and I saw your knee and it was like the mirror. You're just a wee adorable lady. Yes, Tim
I
Evans,
am.
absolutely. So Tim Evans says he'll take Russell's picks all day over Booker's. Yeah, no.
Yes, 100%. But we don't
100%.
have picks in Ohio.
You don't have Russell's picks?
No, because they're run by the state.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay,
So,
so
the different stores don't.
did you get any of the Boone County weeded picks this year?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, dude. You've got to find a way. They're still out there. There's still a few out there.
I was sending Boone County 12 to Dan and Sean. Like 3 years ago.
I'm glad you did. Good for them. That hurts. That hurts, man. Jeez. AJ can bench press the bar, so good for you, Chief.
I can too.
So can she. I'm not going to say who I'd bet
You
on the
guys,
fight.
check me out. REGEBUSH on Instagram.
Yeah, it's impressive. It is.
You'll see
I
my.
didn't realize that humans were capable of lifting what you and your friends lift, and it's consistent. You guys lift it a lot.
You see my best friend makes me look like a tiny human being.
Hey, help me understand the boards thing, the planks.
So all right. So when you're in a bench shirt or when you're training, you want to know about raw training or geared training?
I want to know about the boards.
All right. So what the boards do is when you're in your shirt, which is what we primarily do, is we're geared bench pressers. So we're very strong raw lifters, but we also train for our primary lifting is in a bench shirt. So we're geared power lifters.
Which is a hyper engineered shirt.
It's
that helps you to-
basically putting a supercharger on your body.
Yeah.
So if you can bench press 220 pounds for 10 times, you throw a bench shirt on. Some people might be able to do it for 2 times more. Some people might be able to do it for 20 times more. It just depends on how you know how to work your gear.
Yeah.
So what the boards do is when you're benching in a shirt, it lessens your range of motion and it helps you from stretching out your shirt.
Yeah.
And when you're benching raw, what it does is it basically works the top end of your lockout, which is all triceps.
Yeah. That's the hardest part.
So there's a ebb and flow to benching in a shirt and benching raw and then using boards and stuff like that to work what you're doing at that specific time.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Hell yeah.
So if you watch like my Instagram, you can see like I'm in a shirt, I can do this, but out of a shirt, this and that.
Yeah, no, it's totally different. And I did a little bit of powerlifting in high school. My daughter does powerlifting, so I'm familiar with the lifting shirts, and it's it was so funny to be at the meets walking around like this because your shirt is holding your arms straight up.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
But it's a completely different sport, though. Like people think like raw lifting and geared lifting are the same thing. It's
No.
not. It's like comparing drag racing to NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yes, they both involve cars that go fast, but the way they get there is completely different.
Yep.
Whereas in NASCAR, it's you do as much as you can by yourself as long as you can. Whereas in drag racing, it's let's slap a supercharger on it, let's go nitrous, let's do this X, Y, and Z, and see how fast that we can push it.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, and I know in Texas, high school powerlifting is huge.
It is. It is. My daughter does it, and I'm actually super proud of her. She's a little lady, and she's like 5'1", but she is incredibly strong. She can already lift
What
over.
grade is she in?
She's a freshman.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now.
She can already deadlift and squat more than her body weight.
Have you ever heard of Titan Support Systems? They're the biggest powerlifting company in the world. They're based out of Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, cool. Shoot me
I
a DM with their information.
I'm one of their sponsored athletes.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome, man.
Cool.
And they're always looking for Texas high school powerlifters.
Well, I would love for her to be sponsored. So I know she can't be because she's an amateur, but you know what I mean.
It's either raw or geared. But yeah, they're always looking for people in Texas to sponsor.
Cool. That's awesome, man. Hell yeah. Well, my wife is writing me little sweet notes saying how exhausted she is. So it's probably time to shut this live down.
Oh, I can go. You can stay.
She wants to jump on the hot buttery rolls.
She's ready. She's ready for the rolls. No, that's not.
Let's jump on them rolls.
Hey, Chris, thank you so much for co-hosting with me.
Hey, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys allowing me on.
Yes, brother. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. And everybody in the chat, we still have 20 people in the chat, and we are now at like, what is it like? I feel like the bourbon
An hour
junkie.
and a half.
Yeah, I feel like we're like the bourbon junkies doing math. It's 1:30 on the Eastern Seaboard. So
We've been live for an hour.
we've been live for an hour and a half. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I greatly appreciate y'all. Hope to have a movie. It's like a movie. Hope to
Dude, I
have
would love to be in your movie.
Hope to have a video review coming out tomorrow. If
Can I be in your movie?
Yes. If I can edit the video fast enough, we'll have it out tomorrow. So, all right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night.
Bye. Good night.
Love you. Mean it.
Bye.